guys and welcome to Alma Crash Repair Center. Okay, we reached the point now for the engine to be taken off and to get the good and nice finishing on the engine bay when we paint it. And of course, brother Ibrahim, he's the owner of the car. This is the first time we've seen him on the video. Of course, we need to ask him a couple of questions. What is make Mr. Ibrahim to turn the car, the GTT, into GTR? And then we've got another question for him as well. That's to help you guys if you want to do exactly the same project. How you're gonna get the car? How you're gonna get the parts? So Mr. Ibrahim is going to help us and to make the life easier and to find the parts available straight away. Mr. Ibrahim, what is the reason make you to do that car from GTT to GTR? Please, can you explain to the viewers what is make you quite exciting and interested to do it GTR?
First of all, hello everybody that's been subscribed to the Alma Crash Repair Center. My brother Mohammed, who is running the business, is one of the guys that I have been blessed enough to be introduced to and have a friendship with, and he accepted this job. Wanted to do this one, been very motivated to do this one, but I couldn't find the proper garage or the person who can do the job correctly in a high standard. Been introduced to brother Mohammed from a friend of mine called Marius. He runs the garage, Alfima Motors in Watford. That's definitely we need him in the future, as brother Mohammed mentioned about the engine. What happened is obviously I import cars from Japan, Mohammed, as you know. With my brothers Adam and is a JDM direct import. Most people, they know him, and he's very active in the social media, and you can follow him at Adams JDM.
You will see his link under my subscription.
He's one of the main importers of the JDM cars from Japan to here, high quality cars. Always we have a number of the GTTs, we have a number of the Skyline R34 GTRs, R32 GTRs, R33 GTRs, and the rest of the JDMs. I'm a very big fan, and I have R32, 33, 34, and 35. I've been blessed enough to have them, not showing off, but all of them are all-wheel drive, Mohammed. So the reason I wanted to do that, because this car is a rear-wheel drive. So I can have some fun sometimes with it, based on the ruling and driving on the road. And then definitely. So, and then I can take them. I can take him to track sometimes and do level sliding. I can use it for a car show. So I didn't want to use the fiberglass panels or whatsoever. So we have access to the correct parts from the Japan directly, or some. Good friends that we have over here that have access to the parts. So that's the reason I decided to turn the GTT, which is fresh import, I'm the first owner of this vehicle, to the GTR conversion, and your viewers will see the details we're going to get through, and all the body, the parts and panels and everything. That's definitely, you've explained them before, and they will carry on in the future episodes with you. So that was the reason I wanted to turn it to the GTR look like, because GTT was a little bit small for me, but I wanted to have a GTR rear-wheel drive. And obviously engine is going to get a lot of, not too much horsepower. We're going to go around 550, 600 forged engine on it. And then I'm going to use the Alfima Motors, my friends, and your friend who introduced me to you, Marius. And certain jobs that we work with RK Tuning. Ron, very good friend of mine. He's based in Basildon. Many of people, they know him. And he's another garage that we work with him on a regular basis.
Okay, now, if the viewers, they want to ask us about the parts, about the engine, how we're gonna get it done, is the parts available to get it? Can you get them instead of the metal carbon fiberglass? can you get wings as a fiberglass or bumpers or any part for this car? Is it available? Is it something you can get straight away for them?
Mohammed, you know, before we talk about the parts, the most important is having a car. As I mentioned, we import cars and we always have GTTs and all the Skylines in our fleet and stock. Any of your viewers and your clients wants to have GTT or even the GTR, any car, any JDM cars, we can import it for them. If they don't like the cars we have in the stock, we can import it, but always we have it in the stock. So they don't need to wait 3 months, 4 months for their purchase to arrive. Okay. Unless they don't want the stock we have and they want to have certain personal preferences. Car, always we have a GTT in the stock. Always we have. Unless it's an exceptional situation and then we've sold them out and then again, they're going to be on the way to come. So they don't need to wait that much. Always cars are coming on a regular basis. So first, having a car. After having the car, it's they need you and the parts to convert it from the GTT to the GTR. They can choose the like you did on my car, panels from the Nissan and the wings from the Nissan. Obviously, we'll be using mostly the rocket rear bumper from the Nissan, but the front bumper I'm using from the EP Racing, and a good friend of mine from the Night Racer. He has a lot of good parts for them. He's got the carbon fiber from wing and beautiful fiberglass rear quarter panels that we've got a special deal with him, so we can provide it directly for the customers. They don't need to purchase it, deliver it over here. We give them the source of the parts, but first the car is important, the car is available, and the parts is their choice. They want to go for fiberglass, and he's got his own process, a little bit cheaper, obviously, and it still is going to be the same quality as a look. Or they can go for the parts directly from Nissan that we can provide it for them anyway. That comes to your basically business. We provide the parts for you and then you provide it for your clients. But I think that would be a very good example for your clients and the viewers to see the results of this car and how it's going to come out. And very obviously, I don't want to reveal the color of the car yet. But when they see in final episode what color is going to be, then they're going to be in shock. But you need to promise me one thing.
What is it?
You do not accept the same color for no client.
I can't promise you. If somebody
I can't provide you car on parts.
If somebody wants same color,
they can choose another color.
This is gonna
it's
be
part of member of my family and my fleet and my stock. If you're gonna make the same color for another person, there's not gonna be unique anymore.
Okay, another question for you, Mr. Ibrahim. I know that you have a sport car and modified cars, and the minimum you got 800 horsepower and upward up to 1200 horsepower. I don't know if you have more than 1200 horsepower. So why that particular car? You got 600 horsepower, not more than 600 horsepower.
It's a good question, technical question basically. What happened is, at the moment the car obviously is a stock, doesn't have an extra horsepower. We remove the engine and we have a forged engine for it, which has been prepared with Marius has done it. And Marius will sort out that engine. We fit this engine, we bring it back to you, obviously after you paint the engine bay. And then for certain jobs, it's going to go to the arcade tuning and to run. But why 600? As I mentioned before, that all my cars are all-wheel drive. This is the car I want to have a rear-wheel drive. I want to slide it, I want to have fun. If I go a little bit more crazy on the power, then the car will keep spinning and tracking and keeping it in a straight. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be just playing around in the back. This is a good opportunity. I explain to the viewers that obviously many people they love Supra. I have a Supra, and I have a problem with my car. It's almost 800 brake horsepower, and it keeps spinning. And for me to drive it sometimes is a little bit scary, especially if it's a little bit damp weather and a little bit wetty weather. I'm not talking about full wet, but if the road is slippery, then I will have a lot of problem to control the car. And that's the reason I don't want to go too high on the power, so I have a little bit more control on it and I enjoy it more. And it's a good opportunity for the viewers to know that the price of the Supra is getting so high. Yet GTI as well, GTRs, but GTT still is a good opportunity to purchase it, convert it to the look of the GTR, and
That's a good point.
with a stock engine. Good news for the viewers is,
Yes.
with a stock engine internally stock, everything is stock, same inlet manifold as they can see over here, with a little bit bigger turbo, ECU link, bigger injectors, different fuel pump, and we can make it around up to 500 brake horsepower with a stock engine. And 500 brake horsepower for the rear wheel drive vehicle.
Wow,
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's enough for
different. Yeah, 100%.
it's going to be a very fun car to drive.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I don't want to go over 600, so I can enjoy it and it's
Because
more handleable.
It's making me wondering, all your cars 800 horsepower and upwards.
But they're all the drive apart from the Supra. That's
all right. Yeah.
I'm not a bad
Control,
driver,
good
but I'm not an excellent driver. Still, I'm struggling with my Supra sometimes for tracking and the traction, basically.
All right. Thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Mr. Ibrahim. It's really helpful, and I'm very glad to have you here today, just to explain for the viewers
My pleasure.
about the cars, and then how we can provide them parts. If they probably got GTT or GTR, but they want to do exactly the same what you're doing. So if they don't want a car, they got it. But it's very helpful for them as well to know if the parts available and it's easy to get. So
Regarding the vehicle, the car, and the parts, they don't need to be worried about anything. Everything can be done immediately.
Here's the right person.
The car is going to be in the hand of the expert. Obviously, they have seen in the previous episode that what you've done to the quarter panels, and in a future episode, they're going to see that your art. I've seen the job that you've been doing on other vehicles and how the quality of the paint is coming out. That's why I've got full confidence, and I give you the very good news that, guys, you're gonna. I'm so excited more than everyone else. That's my car. But trust me, guys, whoever is subscribing to my crash repair center, my apology, you're not gonna be disappointed. You're gonna see the conversion of the GT to the GTR. That it is gonna blow your mind. You're gonna really enjoy it because we're not hesitating. I'll tell you one thing, even the key is going to be GTR on this vehicle. My spare key is GTR. Everything you name it, they're going to see what we were going to do on this vehicle. And same things, we can do it based on their budgets. We can go as much as they want to carry on. So at the end of the day, any customer comes to you, Mohammed, they're going to be absolutely happy. And they're going to leave the garage with the biggest smiles in their face.
100%. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All the best. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure too as well to have you here. And thank you very much, guys, for watching the video. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And you will see us definitely on next video. What's gonna be on next stage. Thank you very much.
All the best.